Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, which you probably are, I'm Max, hi, and this is a little sketch with me video. This is personally my favorite type of videos on the art YouTube community, so I was very inspired to do my own, and I encourage everyone who's listening to just put me in the back, get your sketchbook and sketch with me. And yeah, for this sketchbook session I decided to do some studies, just some head studies of different women from different types of cultures and ethnicities. I'm doing this voiceover the second time right now, and I still can't pronounce this word, ethnicity. So that's better. And yes, these are just from reference, not from imagination. I just purely want to study for this time. As you see me sketch here, I just thought about talking a little bit about my relationship with sketching, painting, illustrating, and all of that, because I decided for myself to draw more. Yes, I know, that's groundbreaking, right? No, actually, I decided to not do finished pieces anymore, at least for a few weeks, maybe months. No, not months, but a few weeks. Because I realized that this complete last year, where I actually had a lot of time on my hand to draw and to improve, which I wanted to do, I didn't do that, because every time I sat down to draw, I would do these 20-hour full-on illustrations, and that's fine, that's cool if that's the only thing you want to do. But I came to the conclusion and I realized that even though my colors and lighting and painting developed quite well and I got pretty good at that, the actual sketching and drawing part of my illustrations was lacking a lot. That was my reminder to go to bed. Yeah. Yes, so my portraits and my gestures and all of that, my line work and my line quality was lacking a lot, and that's not good. Because as you probably know, because you probably do your own art, sketching and drawing is the first step in every finished artwork. Yes, you technically can paint first or can just go in with paint, but I'm not this type of artist, and I actually do enjoy the act of drawing and sketching, but I didn't do it. Every time I would sketch, it would just escalate into a big project that I would take 2 weeks to finish actually, and that's okay, but I didn't improve that much. And in the end, those illustrations were lacking as well, because the undersketch hadn't the structure that it needed. So I decided to put a lot more work into drawing and sketching actually, and stopping myself from making it too finished, because I have this thing in my head that if something does not look perfectly finished, I can't stop. And I need to stop that, because the thing is, when I look at everyone else's sketching and drawing and painting, I like the look of something that looks unfinished. I like how that looks. I just can't get myself to leave it unfinished, and I don't know why. It's probably perfectionism or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, and this little challenge I gave myself is going quite well, because what I realized is that, and that shouldn't be the metric for everything, but sketches do very well in social media. People like to see sketchy stuff as much as I myself like to see it. And I think that's because if you see a finished painting or illustration, you see that there's a lot of work in there. You see that this is a few hours of work at least. And it's impressive, right? Not that my paintings are impressive, but in general, And that's cool. But if you see a sketch and that sketch is very well done and it has just a few lines and a few shadows and you still can exactly see what it is, it has this effortlessness that people like. People like to see that something did not take any effort, and that's a little bit fucked up, to be honest, because as an artist we know how much time we put into looking effortlessness, and if you come to the point that you can sketch something so good that it looks like it didn't took any effort, then people say, oh, you're just born with it. or I wish I could do that easy, and you're just like there. Yeah, actually. But sketches do well, and I like to see them myself. So I like finished paintings as well, but I really do enjoy the process of just drawing at the moment. I gave myself an exception for this rule because my background actually is in traditional painting, and one thing I didn't say in the beginning of this video is that I'm mainly a digital artist right now. Basically, the moment like 2 years ago, I got my very first own iPad Pro that I paid for, that I saved up for a year or something like that. From that moment on, I was purely a digital artist, and it's a lot of fun, and I think I will stick to that. But my background is in traditional painting. My families are all traditional painters, my dad and my mom at least, and I was around a lot of traditional painters. My mom would do acrylic paintings, like semi-abstract with figures in it, and my dad was doing like landscapes. So I grew up in that environment, and I started painting with acrylics and watercolor pretty early, and I had a lot of fun with that and a lot of success as well. And I really want to get back into that, but because I feel like there's a lot of value in that and in this type of art. Not to say that digital art hasn't any value, because it's still my preferred medium. I love digital art, and I love how easy it is to access. So if you're on the go or just at home and you don't want to clean up every time, digital art is just the best. And the effects and stuff like that, that's really cool. But I want to try traditional painting, but I feel like I'm starting from zero. I haven't done it in at least 10 years. I have done some watercolor paintings, but I really didn't get into it anymore. And I want to try oil. I've never done oil, and I will probably do a video about that, because this is something completely new. I got an oil painting set and everything I need, and canvases and stuff like that, for Christmas last year. Not last year, 2019. Yeah, that's 2 years. And I haven't touched it since. And that's not good. So I will document that process and all of the frustrations that are probably coming with it. And yes, let's see. The sketch I'm doing right now is my least favorite of this whole spread. It's not bad, but the first three I really like because they looked actually like the picture. They had a lot of likeness from these people on those photographs, but they still looked like me, like my drawing. But this sketch I'm doing right now does not look like either. It does not look like the person on the picture, on the photograph I mean, and it does not look like I usually draw. I don't know what happened here. I yeah, I didn't get into this one. But the second page I really like. I like all of the sketches that did come out of this, especially the first one here. The person on the picture had like feathers on their head and was a really big headpiece, and I really liked how that looked. And yeah, I wanted to mention again that these are from reference. These are just for practice, just for myself. And I also don't think that I have a lot to say about this last page of this sketchbook spread. So I think I will just leave you with the music, and hope you enjoy this last few minutes of this video and that you liked it, and maybe leave a like or something like that. Is it a like here? A thumbs up, I think, right? Maybe not, just if you like it too. And yeah, I would like to see you next time. Bye.